create a plan and stick to it to make certain situations better for my life. Because
Right.
I want to continue to love myself. You know what I'm saying? And not worry about what other people think or say. You know, I don't want no one else negativity to reflect on me. So, and
Right.
that's what I
Right.
expect,
Right.
So it's just
So,
crazy.
right. So I see people tuning back in. We do apologize. We don't know what happened with the stream, but we have been talking. I'm just going to recap everything that I actually personally felt. We were just having some technical problems and we had to refresh. So Toya and I talked about what we expected from myself, and I can
Hmm.
go back into it what I expect. Hey Vonda. No,
Hey,
we just
Vonda.
clunked out for some reason. We don't know. We had to refresh the browser, but we are here. So I'm just going to recap what I felt. What do I expect from me? And basically what I shared with Toya, and now I see everybody coming back in. Um, what I share is okay, my list of reasons, my list of things of what I expect of me. I expect self-respect. Like I gotta respect myself. I expect self-love. I expect success. I expect self-value from me. And I expect goodness. I expect kindness out of me. I expect patience. I expect success. I
Mhm.
expect growth of me. I
Mhm.
expect so many things of myself
Mhm.
internally.
Mhm.
And I cultivate it from me. I cultivate it inside of me. And like I said with Toya, because a lot of you guys weren't in because something went wrong with the live. Um, and it's funny because we have people watching us with the broadcast. But okay, so like I expressed to Toya, I did this inner work at a very young age. And as anyone that knows me that's close to me, at 23 years old, 22, 23 years old, I lost my parents. I was raised by my grandparents and I lost my husband. And during that time, at 22, 23, you really don't do too much internal checking in.
Mhm.
You always live off the love of the people around you. Like
Around
I
you.
lived off
Mhm.
the love of my grandmother. I lived off the love of my grandfather. I lived off the
Mhm.
love of my husband, but I never checked in with myself. And of
Mhm.
course, I lived for my children. But I lost all three of them in the year of 2000. And it forced me to have to check in with
With
myself
yourself. Mhm.
and deal with me. And
Mhm.
when I was dealing with myself and also handling the grief, I realized that I had to master the internal self. I could
Mhm.
no longer be selfish. I could no longer expect everything from everyone else. I couldn't expect, my husband to do these different things. I couldn't expect my grandparents, if I fuck all the way up, they're gonna be there to pick me up. I couldn't expect my grandfather if I needed extra money because I blew all my money to give it to me. I had
Mhm.
to become that. I could no longer be petty. Like I was the
Mhm.
kind of person, Toya, that if I had a friend and that person wasn't doing what I wanted or they wasn't meeting my expectations, why the hell do I gotta sit around and negotiate with you? You can go. Instead of
Mhm.
realizing, no, life matters, people matter,
Mhm.
and it's not about what you want personally. It's about
Right.
building healthy interpersonal relationships.
Mhm.
But in order for me to do that, like I said, I had to go inside of me,
Mhm.
check me,
Mm.
find out what I wanted for myself, build my self expectations, build my worth, and then put it out, give it out outwardly.
Right.
And then if someone chooses to come into my life and offer what I'm trying to give, then that's fine. But
Mhm.
if the person is not, then you still love and let it go. So
Right.
that's why I'm a big I'm big on just the
Right.
inner self,
Mhm.
you know?
I I've also found seen in myself that I used to worry and try to appease to everyone else's feelings and stuff like that, just try to make everyone else feel good. And I didn't care about my own feelings, until like, I don't know, it's something about a certain age that you get to that you start realizing, like, hey, like, what am I doing? Why am I making sure everyone else is okay? Why am I not looking out for myself, not caring about me? Why I'm not putting myself first. Because best believes the other people, they're gonna put themselves first, and which is okay. But like, why am I not doing that for myself? So I had to like. Sometimes you just tell people yes, yes, yes all the time, and then as soon as you tell them no, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to tell people no to to save yourself, to save your feelings. You know, like, and it's crazy that you have to go through that. Hey Frank, what's going on?
Hey everyone.
Hey y'all,
So
welcome.
again, when I think of this topic, and everybody in the chat, tell us what you expect from yourself. When you look inside of yourself, what do you expect from you?
Mhm.
Because again, like I said at the top of the show, and I think we were cut off, we always have these high expectations of others, and we get mad when they fall short. But have you ever stopped that to think that they are a reflection of what you're giving?
Right,
So,
right.
what are you
Mhm.
expecting from you? What are you expecting
Mhm.
from you? Are you actively doing what you expect? And are you projecting that outwardly?
That's just like it's funny that you said that because I have said this before. Like, how when you are dealing with someone and someone is treating you badly. You know what I mean? So, and you like, why is this person treating me so badly? It's not necessarily why is this person treating you the way that they're treating you. What are you giving off to make them feel that it's okay to treat you this way? Because we tend to sometimes give off a certain type of energy to people to make them treat us a type of way. If that makes sense. That's why it's good to look within yourself. Sometimes you have to work on you. It's not necessarily the other person. You got to work on you, within you, and fix what's going on. Because it's just crazy. We just
It
give off these
is.
certain energies that is sometimes negative energy, sometimes it's a using energy. There's different type of energies that we give off to people to make them perceive us how they do.
Smack said, for the past year, I told myself it was time to be authentic and transparent. Thanks for this show.
And I
Now,
feel like
watch
as we
this.
getting older, anyway, like why do we have to? We gotta start looking out for ourselves, period. Period. It's like what you said, I'm already at for 100. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what no one else thinks. Like I don't care about none of the bullshit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do what I wanna do. Like you gotta just look out for yourself sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay to be self selfish, selfish. Like it's okay to be selfish. Like it's
So,
okay.
look, let's flip this. Now, watch how easy this is, right? Let's flip the question. What do you expect from other people? I bet you
And
got a
you know
long
what?
list in your head.
Right, right. So when you spoke about what you expect from yourself, you expect respect from yourself. I expect respect from others. The same things that I expect from myself, that's what I'm expecting from other people, honestly. Like I'm expecting the respect. I'm expecting the love as well. If from other people, the same love that I'm putting out, I'm expecting these things. I'm expecting someone who wants to grow that wants to grow or to be successful within themselves. We talk about partners. I'm expecting my children to be respectful to me as well. Like that, it just the same things I expect from myself. Some of them I expect from other people as well. What y'all expect from other people?
Look,
What
to
is it?
live said, you must learn to be selfish before you can become selfless. That's deep.
Sometimes you do have to be selfish. Because how many
So
yeses you don't give out? But as soon as you give out a no, that people don't like when you say no to them. They don't
to
like
live
that.
said, I expect the world to reflect my assumptions. You
Mm.
get that, Toy? Whatever I assume, I want the world to reflect that.
Mhm. Okay.
And that's not necessarily going to always happen,
It's
but
not. You could expect that, but is it gonna happen?
so
Shoot.
for me, right? And again, like I said, I had to go through all of this internal work at 22, 23. But prior to then, oh man, I was a little jerk, man. I was a spoiled little jerk that thought everything was supposed to go my way. I thought people was in my life to give me things and do things. If you ain't gonna do this, you can't be here. If you can't give me this, you can't be there. If you don't want to do what I want to do, and this a problem with you, can go. You can. That's how I
But you had
was.
to learn. You had to learn, right?
Yeah, but it's
That's not how it is.
unrealistic. It was
But you was
unrealistic.
young, so you was
Honey,
young.
listen, listen. Maybach often said on the show he would have funerals for people. I used to
Mhm.
do that like on a regular basis. But again, like I said, after personal growth, I realized how that's not great. That is not a good characteristic to have. Um, you have to be, I chose, well, I'm not going to say what you have to be. For me, it wasn't a good characteristic because I was losing out on some great people because at the time I wanted them to move the way that I needed them to move, and I needed them to reflect whatever I needed to reflect, like the mirror image, and it just was not real. It was not real. I wasn't building real friendships. I was building
Right.
I don't know. I don't even know what I was building with these people. It wasn't even no real connection. It was just so
Mhm.
superficial level crap.
Mhm.
And then when I lost everyone and I needed people, because the people, believe you me, the people around you will not always be here. You're going to
Yeah.
need people.
Mhm.
And if you keep weeding out the good damn people
Mhm.
for silly things, it's just your life is just going to be all over the place. It's going to be chaotic. So again, I hated what happened to me, but it helped me get into a better space to just kind of look within and then, move on to having a better life.
But see, you acknowledged that the type of person that you was, and that helped you. That helped you grow to become the person that you are today. So look, you looked inside yourself and you seen that was a problem, and you dealt with that issue. But like that, you was young. We all was young and did some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We done pushed people out of our lives. Good people many a times because our actions. Because we didn't give a damn. We just didn't
Yeah,
care. Like I'm sure I
because
was
we didn't
meeting the
expect
people.
much from
Right,
myself.
right.
We didn't
The
expect
people
much from
that
myself.
that caring about us the most. We push them away.
Yeah. And that's because we expect more of them than we expect from ourselves.
Right, right.
I've had so many different and better experiences with people when I expected what I needed for myself from me
Mhm,
versus expecting it from you,
mhm.
you know? And if you gave what I would like, no, excuse me, if you gave me whatever I gave to myself, then it was a blessing. And then I said, okay, me and this person align because you're giving me what I'm willing to give to myself.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't probably see it that way, but that's just
Mhm.
my version of life,
Mhm.
and it works for me.
Mhm.
Um, because it just kills me. Like even in the dating scene, it kills me. Like our topic last week, what we talking about? Helping your partner, right?
Mhm.
In order for you to be in the space to lift somebody up, you had to already lift yourself up. You already went inside yourself, did the work. And it's not just about elevating that person, it's about also going in with that person and having these conversations and helping them or encourage them to do the work, the inner work within themselves. And that's the way that you could kind of grow and build together, if that makes sense. So, two people expecting the most from themselves, and you're actively working on you and doing the work. When y'all come together, it's going to be fabulous, you know, because y'all both are taking an initiative to be the very best you. And then you come together and y'all become the very best us. But that's just, my perspective of, that and how I handle relationships and why this topic is so important. And chat, please continue. Tell us, what do you expect from yourself? Again, this is a very hard question because we don't like to sit with ourselves and go within. Like I said at the top of the show, I suffered from sleep deprivation this week. When I
Right.
finally got the time to get
Mhm.
some rest and pull myself together and check in and say, hey,
Mhm.
I had to tell myself, expect to do some self care, sis, because you're not right when you ain't. And you messing up relationships. And you're being foul and nasty and rude. You could have potentially lost your job. I had to check in with myself.
Who
Expect to
likes
get
to
some
tell
rest.
themselves that they're wrong though, or something is wrong with them? Who likes to do that? Like,
That is a
no
dope
one.
ass expectation. Expect to tell yourself you're wrong when you're wrong. Can
Right.
you do that?
Right. Who wants to do that? No one wants to admit that they're wrong.
Why not? I'm willing to do it.
I could do that, but a lot of people don't like to do that.
Listen, I'm willing to tell myself the positive things, and I'm willing to tell myself the negative things. And I'm also willing to deal with it, whatever that is, whatever it looks like. It Toya look like she walking and she talking. But chat, like I said, I see y'all watching.
Mm.
Drop in the chat. Tell us more things, what you expect from yourself or
Mhm.
something that and if it's hard for you to think about it in reverse. Think about what you expected from someone else and ask yourself, did you give that to yourself? Are you actively
Mhm.
giving it to yourself? Like,
Right.
for example, I see a lot of women, again, like the chat last week, the topic last week, expecting men to take care of them. Do they ever look inside themselves and expect to take care of themselves? Or are they just sitting around and they're like, yo, no one's taking care of me? That's not an outward thing, that's an inward thing. Take care of yourself, and then someone one will see that and reflect that back onto you, or see that energy, that spirit of growth and change, and will come probably invest in your growth and change. Stop expecting stuff from other people. That's just one, situation. Just like with my career, I always often tell y'all I am a pediatric nurse during the day. The parents rarely have expectations of themselves to know how to take care of their child. They expect that from you, though. But you got to expect it from yourself. When you put your best foot forward for, your child, then other people want to put their best foot forward. And you can apply that to multiple things that go on in life. Multiple things. I don't care what it is. Don't care what it is. Trying to think of some other examples for you. When I was younger, um, a mess. I was crazy. I expected people to be physically fit and I wasn't physically fit. Expecting people to I don't know, do cook and I didn't even cook half the time. It's just certain things. Stop expecting things from others if you don't have that expectation of yourself. If it's a need and a want, you have to dig in. You have to dig in and fix you. Toya, are you still there? I think Toya's out. So I'm going to drop the link to the chat and let you come up and just kind of share, your thoughts on this. Um, Before I actually do put it in there, I just want to give a shout out to, let me move this overlay. Okay, because I can't see nothing. I can't see a thing. I want to give a shout out to Patrick and In the Mix Radio. This broadcast currently is not streaming right now on the radio, but it will be streaming next Sunday from 12 to 2. Toya and I will be syndicated. The check-in will be on multiple platforms. So shout out to Patrick. Thank you for the opportunity. Um, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to be more exposure. And again, if you are listening when this airs on In the Mix, please tune in on to one of our YouTube channels at Auntie Toya Brands on YouTube or at Peach ENT on YouTube, Peach ENT Brands on YouTube. And you can watch us live 7:30 p.m. ish and you could be a part of the actual radio stream. So tap in, tap in. Again, thank you, Patrick. We look forward to it. And eventually we will be getting to doing a live broadcast on the air. We are excited. The check-in is expanding. So yay, kudos to us. A great idea that's expanding. See, expectations. When you expect
Expectation.
something wonderful from yourself, the universe responds with something wonderful. All right. So, Toya, did you have anything you wanted to say before I actually put up the rules? Because again, we trying to limit the show to a 2-hour block. And we want to
Right.
give everybody an opportunity to say what they need to say and come in and chat it up.
No,
And
let's go. I'm
you said
sorry.
let's
My
go.
camera is off for 1 second, y'all, but I'm coming back. But let's go. Let's do the rules.
Oh, did you want to show the what the F moment or we just gonna jump into the
Yeah.
rules?
Ooh,
What the
that's
F moment?
interesting. The what the F moment. I'm
Okay.
excited about
Let's
that
do
one.
the what the F moment before we actually drop the rules in the link. All right. So the what the F moment, uh for me, it's a little, I don't know. I don't know why is it really a what the F moment because I kind of figured this, but I'm going to share it anyway. If you're listening on the radio, we're about to share our what the F moment. It's actually a segment during the check-in where we, me and Toya are always on the internet. And if we see something that we like, what the, then it becomes a part of the show. So, what the F moment is Ray J is coming out the closet. What the is going on? What?
Is that really
Nigga,
a what the
shout
F
out to the gay
moment?
agency, nigga. Did I just come out of the what? Closet? Shit, I been out the closet, nigga. Nigga, I been out that motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck about no closet on the dead homies, bro. Shout out to the motherfucking agency, nigga. Come see me anytime they want, nigga. Shout out to the agency, nigga. Did I just come out of the what, closet? Shit, I been out the closet, nigga. Nigga, I been out that motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck about no closet on the dead homies, bro. Shout out to the motherfucking agency, nigga.
You know
Come see
what?
me.
Ray J is going through something right now, but like he said, he been out the closet, so this is not shocking to me at all.
Hey, Howard.
Hey,
Yeah,
Howard,
right.
this is not shocking
That's the what the
at
F
all.
moment. Like when I seen it, I was like, it was saying Ray J come out the closet. I was like, what did they expect from him? Like,
Ray
who
J is
didn't
going
think
through something
this?
right now. He feels like he feels he got this heart condition going on, so he's saying he's about to be dying soon. So maybe he's spiraling right now. So but it's not shocking.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't be shocked by anyone, honestly. I'm not like I don't know. What's your thoughts out there? Are y'all surprised at this? Like, are y'all surprised by this news that you just heard with Ray J coming out the closet? I'm not surprised.
Oh, Smack said
Like,
that's old. That it was promo for his agency. Oh, okay. Because when I seen it, I was like, again, what do you expect? If a man is, I mean, if he had the expectation of creating the agency,
mhm,
then it's something to it. Is either he's an ally or
mhm,
community. Either way,
right,
he's adjacent to it. So
mhm.
that was just my thoughts about it. But back to the topic. That was our what the F moment.
What the
So
F
back to the
moment? Oh
topic.
my goodness.
What do you expect from yourself? I see we got new people in the chat.
Oh
What
yeah.
do you expect from
What do y'all
yourself?
expect?
I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Y'all could come up and tell us. Let Listen, we have some rules again. We are going to be syndicated and we can't have things going drawn out. We need you to come in really quick, less than a minute. Let me put up these rules.
Even we even switched it up a little bit. P said, "What do you expect from yourself?" We also stated, "What do you expect from others?" So let us know.
Yeah, let
Yes,
us
panel
know.
rules.
Yes, let us know. What do you expect from yourself? What do you expect from others? And
Yeah.
then I want you to think about it. Think about it.
Over. I look cute.
Howard said, tell
I'm
your host
always in
I
the
said
print.
hi. Oh Lord. Let me drop this link. Howard is crazy.
Hey Howard, Howard coming up.
Oh Lord, you want Howard to come up? Oh
I
God.
thought Howard was coming up. You dropping the link. I thought Howard was coming up.
So I dropped the link in the chat. So panel rules. 60 seconds or less. No advertisement. Limit the cursing because we're trying to limit it, and don't get up here and start arguing.
Oh
This
man.
this is a great space for just sharing
Hmm.
and and
You
you
know
know,
what? Everyone is not going to be on the same page, which is okay. You can debate, but we don't want no arguing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their different views on things. You know,
yeah, everybody has their different views. So what do you expect from yourself? Come on up. Who's brave to come on up here and tell us what you expect?
who's the brave one?
You know ain't nobody gonna come because that's just too hard to do.
Right.
It's too hard to do.
When you look in the mirror or you looking at your life, what do you feel that you need to change about yourself or that you expect an expectation that you expect to change, basically? Because I feel like everybody always feel have that thought that it's something they want to tweak a little bit in their life or something. You
Okay,
know,
so
so
I got one. I expect for me to be committed
committed to what?
myself and share that commitment with another person.
Who
You
to
see what
life?
I'm saying? So if I'm committed to myself, and I don't want to share myself, then, you know, I want to be committed to life and I want life to feel that. You know what I'm saying? But see,
Right.
if you expect to see again, going in is hard. If you expect to share yourself, then you gonna expect to be out there sharing yourself with others and they're sharing. Come on now, you're gonna get whatever you expect in the inside.
Mhm.
What are you giving to yourself? I have a commitment to myself. So I want to have a commitment to someone else. Howard, just click the link that's in the chat and come on up.
Come on up.
And whatever chat Howard is in, if the link is not popping up there, could you drop the link in there so Howard could come up and talk about self expectations? Shoot, listen, I expect for me to be successful.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do the things to become successful, right?
Mhm.
And then in turn, who am I going to run into? Or, what people going to come around me? People
Right.
that what? Want to be
Want to be
successful, right?
successful. Mhm.
Right.
Right.
Hi, Vonda.
I'm about to say it's
Hey,
Honda.
what's going
Okay.
on, y'all?
Hey,
So
Zach.
one of the I did share this with a lot of people. I see my brother's on here, so big ups to Howard. He can't hit a link because he's driving. But anyway, one of my things that I am still working on is staying out of my head. I overthink and
Mm.
overprocess, so I'm trying to learn how to not overthink and overprocess because it will cause stress. But the one thing that I'm glad of is I'm putting boundaries up and being more accountable and transparent. So I am not doing things that I really don't want to do. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you look at the relations that you have with people and you'll do it because of those relations, even if it's something you don't want to do. So that's something I'm working on. But I love my leadership thing, speaking out for my community, speaking for the voices that just can't speak for themselves. I'm good in that
Mhm.
aspect, but when it comes to personal, I still got some things to work on. And thank y'all
Mhm.
for y'all show because it helps.
Thanks, Mac.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I understand that the overthinking. I do that a lot. I do that a lot too. Like I'll tell you, my thoughts sometimes have thoughts, and it will drive me crazy.
So you
Like
expect peace. So now your
I
new
expect
expectation
peace.
is expecting peace from
Mhm.
yourself. So
Yep.
which I always call in peace for myself, like peace,
I'll try
peace.
to meditate and everything like that. If my body just keep going, I'm like, oh, I can't even meditate. It's just like, always got something to say.
Yep. I
Shit.
expect love.
Love.
Love, self-love, so I
Yes.
can give love. And if y'all didn't hear me at the top of the show, I will repeat it again. I am sprinkling love onto my
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
my partner, the person that I'm with, life. I love life and I'm sprinkling love onto life. If y'all didn't
Mhm.
hear it, I am, because we were bonking out, I am involved and I am
Mm.
evolving.
Mhm.
So anyone that's been jumping in my
Involved and
inbox
evolving.
and
Okay.
you're thinking of trying to get with me, it's not happening
Ooh.
because I'm in love with life. And one day, maybe I will introduce life. Life will come up and have a conversation with everyone on here. But until then, I love you, life. And I will continue to harness love for myself and sprinkle the love onto you. And we love life, right?
And what? And what?
Anybody else want to come up? What do you expect from yourself? I told you this is going to be one of them damn topics. It's going to be one of them damn topics. where people like, I don't know what I expect from myself, but I know what I want from you. I can tell
Mhm.
you all day.
Mhm.
My advice again, if you know what you want from someone else, then you know what you want from yourself. If you want
Mhm.
respect, if you want love, point the finger this way. Whatever it is, point
Mhm.
it when you pointing it that way, point it like this.
You're pointing at yourself, right? Mhm.
That's why we
Yep.
said, think about what it is you want from somebody else. And boop.
Mhm.
For the people that's listening over the radio, I'm pointing at myself. I pointed outward and I'm pointing inward.
Right. You gotta look within. Mhm.
Do you got some situations so they don't want to come up? Do you got some situations where you got into actual arguments with people over an
Arguments.
expectation that you had of them?
Mm.
And then you just thought about like, damn, I don't even do that myself.
Right. It's well, arguments about people treating me right. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have moments where people don't treat us the way we expect to be treated. So and just argue with them about that, and then you look in yourself like, well, like, am I treating myself right? Accepting certain stuff from people? No, you're not treating yourself any better when you are accepting these negative feedbacks and energies from other people. So that's pretty much it. I don't argue with people. I don't.
You know what I find interesting, like in this whole YouTube space, hate to live in this
Oh,
whole
okay.
YouTube space, right? Do you notice
Mhm.
people always crying out for support?
Mm.
Oh, you don't support me.
You
You
know,
that
oh,
one,
that's
that
true.
one,
Right,
that one.
right.
But then when
I
you
don't.
got to point the finger back at them,
Do,
who do
but do
you
you support
support?
people? Exactly. I just seen that too on a video. This lady was like, "Oh, my cousin, she do nails, and she's saying, oh, nobody support her, but she don't support no one either. Like, you have to support in order to expect support back."
Support, right?
And notice when you're pointing at someone, you have three pointing back at you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like,
Shoot.
come on. That's why I'm like, everybody's quiet about this topic. It's
Mhm.
such a it's not that to me the question is not that deep, but evidently it is.
It is.
Because again, we always got all of these multiple things. We got expectations of our children. Like how many times, okay, think about this. How many times you have the parent that's not so educated, but will beat
Mhm.
their children down. The expectation is to be educated.
Right.
But then when the child say, well, mom, you didn't even graduate from high school.
But I want you to be better than me.
But that's an excuse. You know why? Because you pointing at your child, but why don't you put the finger back? It's never too late.
Mm. Mm. No, they
Come
young.
on.
They got to do better.
No, but point it back at you. Because if your child saw you doing better and trying, wouldn't that
You think it would encourage them to want to do the same?
it might? Doesn't it
Right.
make sense?
Right.
Just think
That's
about
like for
this
them. That's
thing.
like for people that that's it's just contradicting. Like I said, people that doing drugs, they tell kids don't do drugs. Drugs is bad, but you
But
do
you doing
drugs,
them.
but you do with them.
Or or what here's another one, right? Expectations of others. What about the man that want a skinny wife, but he's fat as hell?
Oh
Take the
shit.
finger and take it away from her and put it on you. If you want your wife to be physically fit, wouldn't it make sense for you to be working to be physically fit or take some initiative?
People crazy.
Again, for me, whatever I expect things for me and then I push it out. And then
Mhm.
if it comes back to me,
Mhm.
it comes back and I'm highly appreciative. But if it doesn't, and we can't match up, then maybe I have to release you in love. But it's never going to be in negativity because I'm always good with me.
But what you expect to live from yourself?
I gave my answer. I meant that. I see the world as your own assumption, and if you assume that or say that, well, it doesn't always work that way. Well, that's your assumption,
Mm,
right? And I think that a lot of what people experience is subjective, and since the mind's job is to produce reality that you experience, your subjective reality will always produce some sort of things you call facts.
mhm,
But once you change your mind about something or change your perspective, those things are no longer facts. Just think about how many things when you were younger you thought were true. It wasn't
right.
because you were delusional. You had a belief, and there were things that supported the belief, right? That you called were facts. But what
Mhm,
happened? A new thing was introduced that had more validity and was able to convince you of something. And therefore you go, okay, well, that's not true anymore. But we do that with a lot of things in life. And I think while a lot of people may have not chimed in on this one, is because you're very right, Peach. You're posing a question that is a ponderance question, one that makes a person internalize, right? They have to ask themselves, well, what do I want? And that reverberates, right? And so, unless that's something you already are operating from, most people are going to step back and have to take a moment because we're not taught to actually identify what we want. We've been taught to identify what we don't want, right?
mm,
And 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 because of that, we have externalized our experience, and so now we project onto others that which we want to see in ourselves, and
mhm,
that's called, you know uh parataxic distortion, right? And that's when you're triggered by something and you put that image of that thing onto something it doesn't apply to. And people do that in relationships all the time. They bring their old relationships up. Somebody does something. It has nothing to do with the old relationship, but it's triggering for them. And now they paint the identity of that person onto the person. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of it, which is, or everything you're saying, is right out the park. I don't think it's as much fear or people unwilling to address. I think what you've done is you've triggered people to actually ponder something, so they
mhm,
can't answer right away because they're still trying to answer it to themselves.
mhm,
Damn. I didn't even think the question was that hard, but hey, I'm me. And like I said, I've been doing this since 22, 23 years old. It's always been, when something happened, I never revert to, oh, son, this person could do it. It's always, bitch, what you gonna do?
right. What you gonna do?
What you
Mhm,
gotta change? What you
mhm,
gotta make happen? Even in breakups, somebody break up with me, I don't be like, oh my God, they broke up with me. It's more or
mhm,
less, okay, they broke up with you. Now let's go inside and reassess you inside this relationship, see where you could have been better, and then take it where you're gonna take it. It's just, I don't, I don't know.
That's a very powerful thing you said. Now, just step outside of your shoes for 1 minute, right? And realize how many people haven't had that self-realization. And they haven't been in the situations you've been in that allowed you to develop that muscle, right?
mhm,
And think about the fact that they didn't have the lack of or the support system that you had. You see what I'm saying? Meaning the people that was there or the people that wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? Everyone
Right.
has their own little dynamic, and then we have to also remember we're influenced by our family, and a lot of these people are coming from families that they had a belief system, and they made sure they beat that belief system into their kids, because poor people was taught to stay out of trouble and to stay right and to make sure you can make it in this world, you got to follow the rules, right? And if you don't follow the rules, you're going to be punished. So what do we do with our children when they don't follow the rules? We punish them. Now you look at liberal or people who are wealthy, what do they do when their kids mess up? They sit them down, they talk to them, they try to rationalize and get to understand it, and they understand that that child has an underdeveloped mind. No matter how well you think he understands it, the complete understanding will only come with the growth of the brain, right? But we've been taught a whole nother way of being, right? And now that shit don't work no more. Excuse my language. I won't curse
No,
anymore.
you fine. We
Now,
can curse.
but I don't really,
Thank you for following
I don't, I'm
rules.
not a big fan of cursing because I don't feel like it supports anything. It doesn't make what you say more valid, right? It just shows that you don't have the words to express what you want to say. Right. So
Sometimes it's nice though, so it's good.
yeah, y'all get me in my
Yes.
element when it's necessary, but when I want to convey something, rather things that people can actually go look up, I rather use the appropriate language for that, And
Okay.
and so I agree with you, Peach. I agree. I think that people need to, one, when you were saying about meditation, I think it's very difficult for people to meditate because it's become a lucrative business. The life coaching, spirituality, self help thing has become a business model, right? So people are now irresponsibly teaching things the wrong way. So a lot of people don't know how to meditate. They really don't know what meditation is, right? And when they sit down, they think they just close their eyes and they just breathe, right? And a lot of that is not how it really goes. And then,
Right.
and one thing I could say was the first thing, beyond just learning how to meditate, what you should learn how to do is breathe. If you ever notice someone when they're upset, they're not breathing. If you
Mhm.
notice when you become agitated or annoyed or anxious, notice the change in your breathing because
Mhm.
your sympathetic nervous system is activated, the survival nervous system. And when that's activated, it's pumping all these cortisols, it's pumping all these endorphins in your brain, and you can't
Mhm.
think clearly,
Your heart
right?
beating fast.
You see what I'm saying? How can a person make a rational decision like that while their
Mhm.
body is screaming, "We're going to die,"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
right? So,
Mhm.
so the best thing to do is first learn how to breathe. I like to say do box breathing. What is box breathing? Just take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for two, breathe out for four, hold that for two, breathe in for four, and do that 4 times. And watch, it will activate your parasympathetic nervous system that'll send you back into that state where now your body is creating dopamine and the right
Mhm.
chemicals that make you think clearly. And then you'll see people act will act way more rationally. But most people don't act rationally because they're in a fight or flight body response, neurologically,
Mhm.
not consciously, because nobody's holding a
Right.
gun to their head, right? But when the body and the mind don't align, that creates a distortion. And your body would produce chemicals. And when the chemicals, Peach, when the chemicals start going in your head, you could be a damn super scientist. You're going to become a very bumbling idiot. You're going to be saying things you're going to regret. You'll be saying things you don't mean,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Right.
Be- Because we're complicated and they try to simplify us so they control us. We're not that simple. We're very complicated. Nobody's black and white. We all have this complex, rich tapestry of a life that's founded off of multiple people that moved us in ways we weren't even aware of before we even turned 10 years old. More or less the people we went out to encounter on our own reconnaissance. So yeah, I'll be quiet.
That's really funny. Well, we
That's
are
really
down to
funny.
that last half hour or whatever, and I do appreciate everything you said here to live. And you know
Yes.
what, with this whole meditation, I just to chime in a little bit. I think people don't want to meditate because they're afraid to be alone with themselves.
I don't
And
know
I do,
why.
and
I don't know
because
why.
it's one thing
And
to
being
be in a
alone with their
room.
thoughts.
Yes, it's one thing to be in a room by yourself and a television or on a phone, but it's
Right.
another thing to have to be inside dealing with yourself.
Dealing with
Oh
yourself.
One day,
Right.
my
Peach,
God.
or you got to give me at least 5 to 10 minutes one day, and I'll show you all what it feels like to
I like it.
actually relax.
I
I
love
can
it.
guide you through that and show you what. See, nobody taught us how to do it, so you sit in there on
Mhm.
your own trying to figure it out. You're bumbling,
Mhm.
and it becomes irritating, right? Because you don't have a method. You
No
give
one
me
knows
five,
how to
10 minutes
clear their
one time,
mind.
I'll show you.
I ain't gonna say no one. Some people does, but a lot of people don't know how to just clear their mind. Just you don't even have to have your thoughts. When you meditate, and it's just like your mind is cleared.
Toya, people don't, even if you're not meditating, people don't want to just be with them. To face
Just be
facing
quiet. Being
yourself
in
is
quiet,
just
right?
so hard for
It's
many
It's not,
crazy.
people.
people never get a chance to actually face themselves because they can't get past the stories that their mind is telling them. They don't want,
Right.
it's not the fear of facing themselves, it's the fear of the nonstop stories that is living rent free in their head, which are programs, which is dictating their behaviors. And when they sit
Mhm.
down and be quiet, there comes a opportunity to let that story come in. But we've been
Mm,
taught that we have to deal and fight with our problems, not to sit there and let those thoughts come in and be what they are, not engage with them, and see how they can't stick when you're not engaging. We've
Mm.
been taught the mind backwards. Your conscious mind is the worst mind for problem solving because everything that sticks in your mind is in the subconscious mind. This is why you can't just tell yourself, I'm going to quit smoking, and it just works.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? And people are on a conscious level trying to make deep changes without understanding how to get to that subconscious level. That's what I do. And one day, Peach, if y'all want, I will just 5 minutes. I'll just take you through a little quick thing and you'll see what that feels like. And then you'll at least have some sort of understanding of what you're trying to even experience. Because you're going to never stop the mind from thinking. You cannot not
mm,
think. Here's an example.
right.
Don't think about a pink elephant.
You always say that.
And your mind thinking right of pink elephant.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Okay. In order to not think, you have to think about not thinking. That's thinking.
Right.
How can you not think?
Right,
Yeah.
Because you're not the thinking, you're the one that's aware.
right.
And I'll leave it at that.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
You
That
right.
was to live everyone that's gonna be listening on in the mix radio. To live is a part of the cast and comes in. To live, introduce yourself and tell everyone exactly what it is you do and why you're on the show, why it's important you're on the show.
Uh, Thank you. My name is Talib. I am a hypnotherapist, and I'm currently working on becoming a clinical hypnotherapist specializing in mind and body psychology. But I am certified in neuro-linguistic programming and several other hypnotic modalities. What I do is I help people understand and work with their subconscious mind so that they can make profound, life lasting changes. It's not something I magically do. I don't help people that don't want to help themselves. But anyone who's ready to make a significant change, working with me, you'll be more than capable of making that change. I can be found on There's Only Now, on Instagram, on TikTok, and as well as YouTube. And I also have a link tree in the bio, in which I have a website that I set up and do sessions. If anybody would like to book a session, I also do a consultation before a session to see if we're a good fit. So you don't have to worry about feeling like you'll be wasting your money or anything. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Howard, hey, Howard says everyone is different, guys. We must understand each other. That's the problem. Um, Howard said people are influenced now by social media.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Smack said you can't expect your other half to be fit and you looking like Barney. I'm
Okay.
sorry. That's my
But
God. I'm
people do
sorry.
have those expectations. They feel like they
People-
can look how they want, but they want their significant other be looking like the person in their damn dreams. Like the person in their dreams, that's what they want their person to look like, but they allowed to walk around here looking like what the fuck.
Listen, the link is I'm gonna drop it in the chat again. Um, and I love what Talib said about people. This question is just, if you're still pondering, and or maybe you figured out what it is that you expect from yourself, you'll just pop in and let us know. I love to hear your thoughts about what you expect from you. Hell, maybe what you expect from yourself is something that I need to consider for me.
Right.
Maybe you have something that you thought about that I haven't thought about for myself. But again, I will
Now,
reshare my
Peace, you got the
list.
ultimate superpower, yo. If you could actually do self reflection, then you good.
Oh, I do it all the time.
You know how
Uh,
powerful. You know how many. You know that's why everybody out here blaming everybody and pointing fingers in everybody business, right? Because they
mm,
can't do no self reflection. You
I
see
do
what?
it all the time.
Think about when I did that heavy gym show. Everybody who came up there was asking me about something that was going on in the world, and every one of it ended with them getting help about what was going on in their life.
Mm.
Because nobody want to
It's
do no
true.
self reflection. Because self reflection means what? Responsibility.
Yeah. You got accountability.
Accountability.
Okay. That
Something
part.
nobody wants to face, but see, me,
Right.
Mm.
that's just who I am. And you know what? It's so programmed that my mind, as soon as something happens, it automatically triggers going
Mhm.
in, repeat it. It's like repetitive. What could you have done better? What could you did
Mhm.
different? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, my mind doesn't go, oh, them and they and that and that.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame other people like immediately. I look at and see what I've done wrong. I always like to look at myself and see what I've
Hmm.
done that could have
Yeah.
caused something.
And then I
But
weigh it
yeah.
too. I weigh
Mhm.
it to see if it's even worth going through the motions for. Is
Right.
this
Yes.
is this problem even worth it?
Yes.
Is it something that I need to look into? No. Okay, well let it go. Throw it in
I
the
feel
trash.
that's how a lot of people get into like bad situations or any situations. They just react without actually thinking about it first. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a just a react person. I'm gonna that's probably like I said, I be thinking too much shit. I done went around. I done thought so much about it. Shit, I might as well not even do it at this point. Sometimes, like I talk about let's go rob this store. Let's go. Nah, I gotta think too much about it. Yeah, I ain't your person. Oh, too
Thank
much.
you, Howard. Howard subscribe to the show. Howard
Thanks,
is
Howard.
enjoying himself.
You
I
subscribe
don't
to the
know.
check-in YouTube. Make sure
I
y'all
don't
go
know
to
which
the
one.
Check-in Brands YouTube, y'all, and subscribe to the YouTube. We gotta get our following up on there, y'all. We got it's a new YouTube page, so we want everybody to go there and just follow that page and subscribe.
Yes, yes. If you like what we do, if you find any
Wait, it's a new
value.
YouTube page? I didn't know
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah, it's the
I
Yeah.
check-in
didn't know this.
YouTube page.
Hmm.
I did not know this.
Well, go ahead
I
and
need to start
subscribe.
putting the
Well,
links
of
and
course I'm
stuff
going
up
to
there.
subscribe. What do you mean? Of course, that's my passive. Right
Yes.
now, like, wait, time out. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Check-in Brands.
Come
Yes.
on, man. I've been up here like a super fan. I know you see who's number one when it comes to leaving likes and comments and stuff. Come on now. Now
That's right.
you
We
gonna let
appreciate
somebody
you.
beat me to it? You gonna let somebody
Yeah.
beat me to it?
Yes,
You give me a fighting
we need to get our
chance?
people up.
Oh my God. This was an awesome check-in, even though our audience is very solid. I mean, I didn't mean to throw y'all off with this question. I just knew everybody was going to have their list of things because I sure got my list of things. I do it often. But you know what? I love to check in this show. How many of y'all always leave off just in self-reflection after the show? Or you thought about any or if not everything we've said here and then came back and said, "Oh my God, I should have typed this and I should have typed that." Or, maybe not even that. Maybe you just became an overall better person when you left the check-in. Is it anybody that had that experience in the chat where you just learned something and you just was like, whoa, I feel better. I feel renewed. I can take some of this stuff and apply it to my life. Is it anyone?
You know what? Even if it doesn't happen right now, something later on happens where it comes back to them. Like, you know what? I what we say comes back to them like, let me reflect on this. You know what I'm saying? So it might not happen right this moment, but I guarantee y'all it will happen to y'all later on if it hasn't already.
Has it happened
For
to you,
sure.
Toya?
It happens to me all the time. All the time.
I know
I
one
I, I
thing.
reflect.
Look, some of the stuff to live be saying about people, I start to notice it. I'm like, wait a minute. I be looking like, oh well, hold on. He said that was gonna happen, that this they was gonna behave like this. I can't remember the situation, but I was just sitting there like, oh shoot, this is a to live moment right here that I'm having with this person. I don't get it. Oh, they need to watch the check-in. They need some help. Like,
I think it's just a matter of time for the show becomes more popular live. I noticed that people like to go back after you've gone live, and then I'll be seeing like that's where the numbers really start hitting at, you know. And
yeah.
I think people are gonna start, and then you do this thing where you be like, 7:30 ish.
Yeah, we be on CP time.
You know what I'm saying? Might be throwing people for a little bit of a loop. You know what I mean? Well, she said 7:30, so I'll check around 9.
Look, 7:30 p.m. ish means between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. We coming. I make up
Not nine.
something ain't right. You
Right.
know, and listen, y'all. One listen, me and Toya having the same color on like every show is not an expectation. We just happen to pop on like this.
Y'all, this happens all the time. It doesn't even matter. Like, it happens all the time. I think it's a cancer thing. Like, it happens all the time, y'all. We always have this same colors on 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it's wild.
It
It's
shows that
It's
wild.
y'all are really good friends and
like
you
we be
are
into
actually
like
connected.
Yeah, we be in
even
tune.
with our other friend Kiba, she's a cancer too. So we like when we come around each other in Angel too. We it's like four
We
of us.
show up in the same outfit.
We come with
Oh,
the
we got the same
same
colors.
colors and same color scheme. It's ridiculous. Like what we was in each other's closets or something. It's ridiculous. But it's cool though. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it is cool. It's nice to have camaraderie. But back to the topic, what do you expect from yourself? I hope everybody enjoy. You still have time to get on. This is going to officially be a 2-hour show. Um, thank you, Smack. So, Endemix Radio will be airing the check-in starting March 23rd, 12 o'clock to 2 p.m. You could pop in and listen. We should say listen during your Monday lunch.
We might have to do another one because I don't know what was going on with today's show. I don't
Yeah,
know what.
it's
So
like
we
the
might have to do
universe.
another show. I don't
Look,
know
the
because
universe did
this.
not want us to talk about what do you expect from yourself.
Listen, y'all, it was crazy. It was a crazy start of the show. I could tell y'all that.
It
But
was. I didn't know what was happening.
shit
We
just
kept
been happening
blipping
within
in
the
and
show,
out.
and then like shit behind the scenes that's happening. I'm just like over it this time. Like I appreciate y'all all for tuning in. But
Yes.
this has been a crazy show today. I'm just like,
Yeah, we
but
do. We genuinely appreciate you. We hope that you
yes,
enjoyed this topic. We hope if you didn't say anything tonight that you will go home and really sit down and think about what you expect from yourself. I think it's worth doing. I think this
right,
is a topic and exercise worth
yes,
doing. And then once you
right,
figure out what you expect from yourself, get to work on it.
Right, right.
Get to work.
You know, you
Seriously,
know
get to
one
work.
one thing, I don't know if we said this, but talking positive to yourself. I think a lot of people don't do that. They talk real negative to themselves. Start speaking positivity into your life. Positive thoughts, positive, just just do that. I think
I
it's
don't
really
know.
important. It would
I
You,
change
feel
your
you
like
know, she's
mindset.
right though. She's right. She's right. She's 100% correct. She's 100. We have most people break down from their negative self-talk.
Yes.
You know, so you do have to talk to yourself very positively. Your mind does respond to that. You
Mhm.
have to start talking to yourself better. And the easiest way to do it is all you have to do is do this. Before you respond, just ask yourself this simple question: is what I'm about to say in service to me, or does it make
Mhm.
me a victim?
Right.
Because
ooh,
we've intellectualized victimhood here. The more intellect, the better your story about why you're a victim is, the more acceptable it is. And we've gotten real good at explaining why we're the victim.
I totally agree. Justina says she's right, and
Yes.
some people don't talk to themselves at all. Well, we were taught not
Mm.
to talk to ourselves because you would be crazy if you did.
Crazy. What? I talk to myself all the time. Is you kidding me? They say you can talk to yourself, but don't answer yourself. No, I'm doing both of them. Sorry.
And remember, talking to yourself like it's also what it means is not literally also just audit. It's called digital auditory. That's when you
Hmm.
talk out loud your thoughts.
Right.
I got a mother that do that. She'd be like, man, what the fuck was that?
You
She'll be
gotta
talking under her
replay
breath.
it sometime. You gotta replay it out loud.
But
Like,
everybody has this form of self-talk to where if you're doing something and you don't feel you're doing good at it, this oh man, I'm really failing. This is not
hmm,
going good. Oh, you now the self-talk begins. Everybody has some form of it. It's not necessarily words in your head. It's this internal dialogue or conversation that occurs that makes you start questioning what's happening.
right.
I agree with
Yeah.
you. You're 100% correct.
Justina said you have to speak life into yourself, and I want to
Have
add on
to.
to not just speak positive to yourself. Be realistic.
Right. Right.
You have to be very realistic with yourself. I find that people are so grandiose in their thoughts about them that they really never go in and address anything. I am the best. I am this. I am oh.
Yeah, Peach, those aren't people that actually believe that. Those are people that proclaim that because they need the theater so that they can believe it themselves.
And that's
It's like
ridiculous.
people who's always complaining about other people and how stupid they are. Look at this idiot, he's a fool. This person's a moron. Oh, they don't know how to wait a table. This is they look at it. Look at the psychology. It's twofold, right? What are they inadvertently saying? If I say you're stupid because you can't do A, B, or C, what am I saying about myself on the opposite end? That I'm
Right.
not.
Right. They think they're right. They're smart.
They need so now what do they have?
Smarter
So
than
when you
life.
see someone who's constantly doing that, what they're trying to do is use the physical world around them to reinforce something about themselves they don't believe.
So they validating themselves.
Mm.
Exactly.
Basically. Well, listen, get real and get right. Get real with you.
But if you really believe
Mhm.
that, that's what you're going to experience. Okay, there's this. You can look this up. There is a common denominator. They did a research, a scientific research on luck to find out if there was any kind of way we can actually measure that, or could it be, studied, right? And they found a common denominator when they measured luck with people, and they found this: everyone who is lucky believes they are lucky. There are no accidental lucky people who don't believe they're lucky. That is lucky. So your mind is going to do whatever it can to
Mm.
produce what you think is happening.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why you don't ever go in to win something thinking about, well, I could lose.
Right. Right. Right.
No, I'm a winner.
There you right. You see what
Yes, I'm a winner. I'm going in and matter of fact,
It's
when
a
we get
win.
off here, I'm going to the casino. I'm a winner.
I know that's right. Mhm.
Nah, I'm just lying. I ain't going to no damn casino.
But I
Oh my
definitely
God.
understand that. Yes. Well, I need to
Well,
start thinking I'm lucky more often then. Start
oh
thinking in
yeah,
my head, I'm
yeah,
lucky.
yeah. Thank you for joining us, Justina.
Hey,
Howard.
Justina.
We done had a few
Hey,
new people
y'all.
popping
I
in.
know. I ain't hear those names before.
Yeah, I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling good.
Yes. Yes.
But this is what I expect. I expect the check-in internally
Yes.
to do well. I
Yes. Do
expect
amazing.
to
Mm-hmm.
to impact people to change their
Yes.
lives.
Yes.
I'm adding that
Yes.
to my expectations
I
list.
expect it. Yes.
Yes, I expect it. Come on, Toya. What
I
else we
expect
expect?
it. What do you
What else?
expect? Yo,
I
y'all, she be
expect to
dropping.
be outside.
She Pierce expected me. She said we expect to be outside. It's about to be busy, y'all. About to be busy. It's a lot of
Oh, speaking
expectations,
of
heightened expectations.
outside,
Oh, who's
Toya, we
outside?
might have to go outside this week to
Mm,
an event at the Marsden House. It's going to be some entertainers there, and I think we
mm.
might have to pop in there and check in with these entertainers,
Okay.
female artists from Delaware and other spaces, and ask them, what did they expect from themselves that got them to where they are today?
Oh, maybe we'll record a couple of them and then put it on the next
Yes.
show.
Yes.
We
Expectations.
used to do that
What
a lot.
yeah, what did they do? What did they say? What was the inner wording,
Hmm.
to get them to where they are that made them believe that they can do what they're doing?
You left out two important questions whenever you want to model someone's behavior, and that's
Right.
how and why.
Oh, okay.
Why did they do it that way? Right?
Mm.
Toya.
How did they come up with that? What was their process? You want to model the processes, the things behind what you see them doing. So that goes into how they were thinking about what they did. And if you approach something from how they are thinking about it, you'll get the same results they did.
Mm.
Okay.
Which is
So
what?
let's ask ourselves that, Toya. Howard said, I expect for you guys to be on time. He talking about us being on time
Ooh,
next
we said
Sunday.
7:30 ish.
He said, no, you better be there at 7:30.
We said 7:30 ish.
Oh my God.
We was having
Howard
technical
is a
difficulties
trip.
today, Howard.
Howard is a trip. So
But we
listen,
hear
let's
you.
let's ask ourselves that question. How did we come up with the check-in? Like why and how? What's
Why
the
and how?
expectation? Yes. The
The expectation
expectation.
was to
What
voice
was what was the assumption?
the assumption.
Well, the
Oh.
assumption was when I had the conversation with Maybach is that people really don't go inside themselves and check
Mm-hmm.
in.
Right.
And so, how are we going to get these people to do that? Maybe we should have a live stream where we have topics asking people to go inside themselves and give us
Mm-hmm.
the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you assumed that it would work.
Yeah, we assumed.
We
That-
assumed
That's how it always starts with an assumption.
it's working so far.
Howard
I'm telling
says
you. Go ahead, Peach. I'm muting.
Howard said 7:30 p.m. ish doesn't work.
I'm sorry, Howard. I'm sorry you feel that way,
But
Howard.
go ahead to live. Finish up your thought.
No, no, I was finished actually. I was like, no, you guys on the road. I'm just sitting here. I'm glad I'm allowed to be here longer than 60 seconds.
You are
I
part of
mean,
the cast.
I mean, why you say 60 seconds though? That seems, a little like, I guess, no, no. You know what? That's clever. That's actually super smart because then people be thinking 60 seconds. Like, let me just get to the point, and then you can get them to get around trying to. Yeah, that's great. Very smart. Y'all
yeah.
got 60 seconds up here.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my God. So listen, y'all done got the hows and whys of why we created the check-in. Y'all got to hear a little bit more about me. Oh my God, I shared a lot of me. I told you the time and space where I had to literally expect more from myself. And I can honestly say I see the fruits of my labor from doing that. My
Yes.
life
Yeah.
is I live a good life. I do think it can be better, and I expect it to be better.
Mhm.
I'm expecting
Yes.
greatness from myself until this day, and I'm always working on me. It's always about the self. Um,
Right.
you also got to hear about my relationship with life and how much I love life. And I'm hoping that we can, have a great journey. But if not, I'll be back on this live stream
Doing what?
expecting myself to attract someone outside of life, right? Because life got to keep going. But no, for right now, I'm
Mm.
happy with you, life. I love you dearly, life.
Right.
Um, and Toya also shared her expectations of herself. We also
Yeah.
talked about, what we expect from others. And
Mhm.
sometimes we got to stop doing this
Stop pointing at the
and
finger
do
of others
this.
and point
Yes.
to ourselves.
Point
Look
to
within. Yes.
ourselves. And we
Yes.
also share with you guys that we are now going to be syndicated on Radio.
The
So,
radio.
yes, in
Wow.
the mix radio. So, Toya and I will be popping up multiple places. We'll be popping up on Amazon. We'll be popping up
Oh.
Spotify. We'll be popping up iHeart. We'll be popping up in some major spots. Also, get to the mobile app and begin to read some of the articles. Like you watch the check in. We also have check in articles. What we discuss here tonight, an article is created and you get to read, and you get to learn some things that way too. We also have some awesome merch based off of our topics, like um, our favorite one, "Bye Bitch Bye." That
Bitch
was a good
bye.
show.
Mhm.
Um,
Was that our first show?
no, I'm not sure what our
No.
first show was,
Oh.
and then we got the "Bye Bitch Bye" mugs.
Mm.
We got
Oh.
"Bye Bitch Bye" tops.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
got the "Fuck Your Fuck Your Type I'm It" t-shirts, all of that stuff, all the lovely things that we discuss here, all the fun,
Right.
lovely things. So again, continue to support, like, and share the check-in. Again, what I'm going to play the commercial again, then I'm going to take us out. Please scan the QR code that's up there on that commercial. If you can, just get it quickly so you can download the radio app and listen to us from 12 to 2 on Sunday. Everything you hear here now is what you'll hear on that actual programming. So don't worry, Toya, it's gonna be all right because they have to put the drops in so they'll catch um all the little quirks that happen tonight. I don't know. It was like this, they were like, no, we don't want y'all to get nobody to go inside themselves. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
But Toya, is there anything that you like to say? Um
Uh, no. Same. Just go. Follow our pages, y'all. The YouTube pages. Make sure you just keep updated with everything we got going on. Pierce just mentioned the merch. Go get your merch, y'all, cause that's some funny shit. That's in the merch. I'll tell you. People gonna be like, where you get that from? Let them know you got it from us, y'all. To check in. All right. Just stay updated. Share, 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 y'all. We want to reach as many people as we can because if it ain't you, it's someone else who needs to look inside themselves, and who else who may have some questions as well and want to come on and chat it up with us. So just make sure y'all share it, y'all. And I just appreciate everyone who is coming on. the new people, our return guests as well. We appreciate y'all taking out the time and just checking in with us. We appreciate y'all.
All right. Well, until then, I will see you on Friday for the Peach Edition check-in. That was awesome. If you missed that episode, please go to my page. I talked about getting to the bag. It was hilarious because I have gotten to the bag in so many different ways. It's clips on my page. I actually talked about me trying to be a stripper for like 10 minutes and how it didn't work out. But either way, watch all the check-in shows. Hopefully we brighten your Sunday and your Friday. Y'all have a awesome night. We're gonna stay tuned and don't go nowhere because I'm gonna play the check-in commercial and then we are out. See y'all next Sunday. Me and Toya will see y'all next Sunday. Hi, Angie, baby.
Hey,
Bye.
all
We
right,
love
y'all. Have a
y'all.
good night. Stay safe, y'all.